Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Core Class Megatron. He is WFC-K13. You can see him there in his tank mode. We're going to go ahead and put him off to the side. Look at the package real quick, which, yep, it's a core class of packaging. You can see the window, of course, Kingdom and Megatron there looking all mad. And yeah, you got that. Transformers, Generations, Tomy, Hasbro, and all that stuff. And there's just barcode on the bottom. And back here you have a couple product shots and warnings and all that stuff. He of course comes with instructions, which are, well, pretty straightforward. Nothing really big surprise here. It's just, well, it's a core class figure. There's really not a whole lot to forget about. But yeah, Megatron, core class Megatron. You can see he is a tank. He is actually kind of loosely similar to the larger Earthrise Voyager class one. You can see the, so you can see kind of his legs just chilling out back there, and well, head down here and whatnot. He's pretty much just gray and black, some silver treads. There is no wheels or anything, so it just slides around. The feet just kind of chill out here. Yeah, not a whole lot to say really. It's a very dark gray. Not a whole. It's got this is kind of a lot of detail, I guess. It's like he does at least, the swivel does. The turret does swivel around. Most of the swivel does turret around. Yeah, they got that. The gun barrel can look up a little bit, although it's like this. You can go kind of look up a bit and look down. Not really, because things banging this stuff. But yeah, can look up a bit. So there's that. There's not a huge amount to it, but it's passable for again a $10 core class figure. It's passable. It's not the most amazing thing, but it works. Just for sake of comparison, here he is with core class Optimus. He is a noticeably larger alt node. See that, but yeah, Megatron's tank, it's not amazing, but again, for the size and everything, and the fact it doesn't cost $40, $50, $60, $70, it's pretty decent. Yeah, but transformation also pretty simple. You just pull this out. That's his little handgun. You put that off to the side, and then you right back here to unclip the legs from the back, and they unclip them back here at this hinge. You unclip those and just bring it down like this, and then clip it in, tab it in right here. Nice little click. Same on this side, unclip that, unclip here as well. Bring that in. And this one doesn't hard click as hard, but it still tabs in. And then up here, back here, you take the waist and rotate that around 180, like so. And you take this whole front section, you just kind of pull it. You take that and pull this up. This whole thing, assembly pulls up, including his head moving forward a bit. And then you move this up to get it out of the way for clearance's sake. Take this and unpeg this, untab these from the turret assembly right here. Untab those, it just lifts up. Unpeg this arm from the cannon. Then bring those around, and right here, those tabs will go in these slots. Hopefully you got the turret assembly all lined up correctly, because otherwise it doesn't like to do so. Tab those in like that. Then you take this whole thing, bring it back down and around, bring the whole thing down, and just press all the way up against the back like that. Up here, what you do is you go ahead and take this arm and rotate it around at the elbow. And this arm is actually a little different. There's this actual whole central swivel piece. You take this black piece right here, and the hand will swivel around 180 to reveal this stuff and get the hand aligned correctly. And then you take the gun here and rotate it 180. Click into place, and that's pretty much core class Megatron in his robot mode. Yeah, it's a pretty decent little G1-esque Megatron. You can see that. You can see that pretty well. You can see he's got nice silver face, red eyes. He's got the Decepticon symbol there. Nice silvery paint there. He's got his little abdomen detailing with the buttons and the ribbing and everything. But yeah, it's just pretty much beyond that silver, gray, and black. His feet are just black and everything, and little gray fists and everything. But he's got these weird shoulder things, and he's got the backpack, but again, for this size, not bad. You can unclip it's clipped in right here, this bar on a bar. You can remove this. You can just remove that if you really don't want it back there. He does still have a bit of a shelf, but You know, if you want to reduce the backpack, but you can remove that. It's pretty easy. You can't really remove these from what I can see. They're part of the assembly. So there's the only real way would be to cut these off, like basically cut the stuff off, which permanently alters things. So do at your own risk. Maybe if you just want to reduce the backpack, then yeah, you can just unclip that. It's pretty simple. He can hold his gun. You know, it looks a lot suspiciously like, well, a smaller, core class size version of his old G1 alt mode, though, you know, with holes in it. But you know, it's got the scope and everything. He can just hold that. Pretty simple. Also, I believe this is more or less a 5mm peg, so that could be held by a larger figure if you want. You can hold that if you want. You know, you can have his pistol. I mean, he's got this gun, but you can hold this. Or if you really want to really go full G1, there's these peg holes right here, and you can just peg this in right there, like so. And now he looks more like his G1 self with his little shoulder cannon thing. As a quick comparison, here he is again with a core class Optimus. Again, roughly the same height. They look good against each other. They look like they'll score off pretty well. A lot of stuff there, you know, just real quick there. Just want to do that. But articulation, head is on a swivel, so you only got rid of left and right. And you cannot turn his head around. I tried. You cannot turn his head around for transformation to hide his head better, because the way his head is shaped, it doesn't fit properly, and it's going to probably just scratch at the paint on the face, so I wouldn't do that. Shoulders are both on ball joints, so, you know, forward, outward. You don't really have back because of the backpack. Again, if you remove that, you will get backwards. Elbows are ball joints, so left and right there. Technically, this wrist has a wrist swivel, but it brings this, and you can only go outward, and there is it only goes it brings this stuff around. You can move this around if you want a little bit, but yeah. Waist does have a swivel right there. You got hips, arm ball joints, so forward that far, back that far, outward pretty far. He has a ball jointed knee, so also that's where more or less your swivel is. You have a little bit of swivel here thanks to the ball joint, but not a whole lot. But you have a free range there. And knee joint about 90 degrees or so, and that's pretty much your transformation or articulation. No ankle anything really, but it is molded for an A stance, so there you go. Also, just real quick, I'm just gonna, yeah, there's Earthrise Prime Voyager, yep, big. Yeah, again, this handle flares out to a 5mm peg, so yeah. Larger figures can hold the little pistol if you want. So if you need that for whatever reason, you can do that. Like say, I don't know, Earthrise Starscream, maybe? Just throwing that out there. If you want. But, yeah. Decent little Megatron. Not the most amazing, but, you know, decent. Which again, for about $10, it's a pretty good little Megatron. $10-ish. He's popped up in stores a while ago. I found mine at GameStop randomly. So there's that. Looks good. Transformation's kind of fun. Little, very similar to the larger Siege and Earthrise versions. If the backpack and stuff bothers you, yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, honestly, I kind of like it. I wasn't gonna get him, but yeah, I kind of just saw him. Yeah, okay, sure, and I don't regret it. Solid little core class figure. Goes well with the Optimus. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this and found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out the Patreon and Coffee. And I shall see you next time with another video review. And hopefully there will not be this long hiatus again.